Okay, I hope this is recording. Just take a look. This usually takes a second till it. And hopefully we're recording. Okay, back with doing another fast fingered review. Took me about 20 minutes to get this started because my mic was being stupid. And I also don't have the clickety keyboard here, so you might like that, you might not like it. And I'm going back to using this kind of terminal. So I want to quickly get a bunch of the other packages, not a bunch of the other packages, the two main packages I want to get in there so I can start moving over and using this for everyday work. So then I'll be able to, I don't like this one. Let's see. So I'll be able to use it for everyday work, and then when I see something that I want to add, I can quickly try out a package or change a setting in real work. And then I can show you about that. So let's get into, let's open our inf file. Okay, let's also make this a bit. So we can actually see what's going on. Projectile, I want to install, not projectile, not yet. I want to do matching. So I want to talk about Ivy and Council, which is a way for matching. So let's get our command log line. That's weird. Command log mode didn't. Oh, that's weird. Where's my command log mode? That's weird. This is an example of what you can see. So when I'm trying to run a command, and I do command, and it gives me these type of completions. This is normal emacs completions. Now I wanted to turn on global command log mode. Command. Okay, and here's my command log. And that's the same thing for opening files. It gives you these type of completions, which is nice thing. I mean, if you're used to using something else, it's very helpful. I mean, if you're trying to open a file and you have to remember that the name, or even using regular tab completion. But there's also another thing called I do mode, which gives you a little bit nicer. So let's try. That's built into Emacs. So if I do now, and I do, let's try. What was it? For example, why did I do not? Should have been completing here. It's weird. Okay, here you can see it when you're opening a file. So you can see it gives me already the list of the files that I want to complete. Yeah, and completion is a lot nicer there. But I don't want I do mode, which is nice. It's better than what's built in. There's other features that I have not, that I'm not getting into, but there's something else called Council. So let's do require package. Oh, crap about this and this. You're right. Okay, so I don't like that it makes my command log buffer go away. Get back here. Okay, so now let's. Okay, so now what we want to do is here require, use package, and what did I want? Counts. I don't remember what's the name of the package. So what we can do is Control H and capital P, and we can do the name of the packages. Council, and there it is. And it's gonna go and check all the stuff that we need. Council Let's check that. And let's get back out of here. And we can require package counsel. Now let's just once, yeah, let's go ahead and install it now. Yep. Save. Now let's see if we have counsel mode. So let's just to show you what we have: counsel, find file, find file. You see that now we have a whole bunch of new pops up. It's nice looking thing. And there's what the nice thing that you can do here is if I do, for example, I can do Option O, and it will give me more things that I can do. I can delete the file now. I can open it as root, which is one of the really nice features that you have. You can move them, and this is from the open. Let's get out of here though. Now let's see if it did. No, it didn't do that. You have to do. There's a way to install it that will replace all the default commands. But let's see. What was another one? Is counsel. So, you see how many of the natural the built-in functionality that replaces. What is it? Counsel. Find function. No. Command. I think it's emacs. I don't even remember what it is. Let's take a look here. What we got? Let's try describe function. I'm gonna replace it in a second. Function. And you see what here now, it highlights the ones that are interactive. So let's try looking for, let's see something table. So, but I can do, and that is a, what's it called? It uses regular expressions for the matching. Whenever you put in a space, it's like a wildcard. So we can do counsel. So, I don't know why I can't spell that. And let's see for anything that works with a function. Now there was MX email. MX prompt. That's what I wanted to see. This is really neat because it will show you it will describe to you what the function is that you're going to run. Now let's try it now. Counsel MX. And it will also usually will show you it will show you the key command too. So this is a command. What was it? CL. Well, that's not what I'm trying to show you. It's not working right now. But let's see. Now there's also a. Let's take a look at my backup. See what my counsel. I can't. COUN. Yeah, counsel mode. This is we'll get into this stuff in a little bit later. But one of the neat things is that you can do counsel Linux app. Counsel Linux app, and it will show you all the apps that you have on Linux, and you can run them from here, which is good when you get into using something like if you start using emacs for your file manager, for your window manager. Sorry. So let's get back. And what I want to use config is to just start counsel mode. Okay, that's all I need for now. The defer one holds off loading counsel mode. after Emacs is already started up. I like that too. Okay, now we got console mode. Should be started, and if I do open file, and it gives me console mode here. And if I do, what was it? Meta X. Still doesn't show me what I wanted to show. Weird. Which is weird. Here we go. Kill buffer. See that it shows you the shows you the key bindings for it, which is really helpful. Okay, so let's do this, and let's. Now there's also which is the, it uses the Ivy search, so that's the Ivy completion, which is also, let's see, there's some setting up that you can do there that will make the matching a little bit better. So let's get also settings for Ivy. I don't know why sometimes it goes that blue thing. So, and we will want to start another source. And Emacs Lisp. Let's go back to this thing, and let's look for my Ivy configuration that I was using before. Oh, that's neat when we get to it. When we get the graphical stuff, all the icons, but that's not yet. Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure what that initial buffer A list is, but this is the thing that I want to use. The regex fuzzy match will try to help. It will set the matcher a little bit different. You can read in the docs a little bit more what it is, but I like the way that worked better. So I'm going to grab this. Also, let's get. Let's just grab the whole thing here, and I will. Okay. Not sure why I got with all this other stuff that I did, but let's get rid of this. Ensure I don't need, and config. So we're using Ivy mode, starting up Ivy mode. Let's see what this variable does. You see already we get these nice. It shows the ones that are in blue here, that are highlighted. That means that these are ones that you can set in the configuration. So initial inputs A list. An A list associating commands with the initial inputs. Why did I have this set? I have no idea. Because it puts that caret on the beginning of. Let's take a look at it again. It puts the caret, so you're using a regex, and that means that we're starting at the beginning of the line. So that without that, it means that you'll search anywhere in the file. Okay, great. Okay. Great. And the Ivy regex builders, let's take a look at that just to see what it. There are a bunch of different ways that you can use the fuzzy matching. I think that the fuzzy matching might reply right. I was using regex fuzzy, I think. Okay, no, it doesn't seem that it needs something else. Reg builders. Okay, let's set that. And the fur one again is just making all this stuff. Just wait a second until it starts running after Emacs has already started up. Okay, let's get that up. Now let's see if when I change and I try to in meta X, you can't really see the regex matching here, but you can see that it just, I can just type in things like kill line, Works kind of nicer on my other machine, but here. It's like here, kill line. I think it's when you're using the flex matching. But you see, I don't have to type it in exactly, and it'll grab what's going on. Okay, let's get out of here. And let's widen. And let's, what was it, XVV. IV and council. Now there is, let's see about that flex matching. See how it looked. See what PC log is still open. Let's see, there was flex, I think it was called. X. And that, I think, will make the flex matching better. So let's try that. No, not this one. F. And I think, take a look at the actual. I think there was a flex. So here we can use the flex. It's right here. And so it doesn't. It'll tell you what it is here somewhere. But flex will help you sort the candidates better by using flex sorting. And I think it works automatically once you have flex installed. So let's try that. And it was just package flex. Remember that we don't need to use the ensure init.org. Okay, so let's see. Let's put it in here. Should probably be in a different place, but and we do a nice emacs Lisp. And we're installing that. Yes, I would like to save. Thank you very much. I'll save it anyway. And now if we do init, you know, it should remember the last thing that you. Oh, one of the other things I want to show you is, let's say pop up this buffer, and I can do Alt P. It goes back through the commands that I did, and Alt N you can cycle through them. And there is where was it? Widen. Let's see. If we hit Alt, what else can we do here? We can get the help for the file. We can go to the definition of the file, right, of the function right from here, which is great. Okay, so there's a lot more that you can do with IV and council. But let's see if they have Swiper installed. I don't actually. Swiper. Okay, so look, so there is this thing called Swiper, which you can also do for searching. I don't use it, but it's part of Ivy. So if I search in my buffer for, I don't know, emacs Lisp, it shows me all the lines that have emacs Lisp in them. I can jump through them, which is a nice way if you want to get through. I like the default search. Sorry, I guess it works, but I don't. Can I? What else can we do here? Insert copy. No. Okay, so Swiper you could potentially replace your Control S with Swiper. I prefer not to. I've seen other people do that. But I think this is enough for getting Ivy and Council working now, which is something that I use a lot, especially the Meta X, which I found is really helpful. So if I do Magit, this status, you see that my Magit status here. Okay. What that was. That was weird. Okay, so that's enough for now. I'm going to hopefully in a minute get up another one about something else, which would be episode 15. And let's say this. I wonder if there's a council of DC. So, see, no. It's worth a try. Council Git. Council Git. I wonder what Council Git does. Not exactly sure. I have to take a look at that. Okay. So, I will be back soon with another one. Call to.